Hi, today we're going to talk about the importance of understanding the culture before you start doing anything in your new company. My name is Peter Löfgren. I'm the founder of High Performance CEO and the creator of the Business Optimizer method. So why is this important? Well, you can't take anything for granted, and it's a junior mistake to move into a company and have the thinking that you know how things work. They usually don't work the same way in any company, so you need to be humble when you enter into a new company to understand what is the best way to drive change or develop or grow this company. Because if you don't understand, you will use the wrong language, you won't start in the right place, you don't understand the triggers, and you don't understand what turns people off. And you might even ask questions that scare people because they're not used to that perspective, and then you kind of lose time and distance. So you need to understand what is the dominating triggers or cultures in the company. And I draw this picture because this is what I use when I join a company to understand where do they have their pride and where do they take their energy. So I use 4 axles. I use the strategy versus implementation, or analysis versus mindset. And of course, the trick is to get all this balanced. But let's say that you have a company that is very high on their strategy and a very social company. What happens is they don't spend that much time on analysis, because then if they agree on high level here and stay friends, they don't want facts to blur the picture. It sounds kind of brutal, but those companies actually exist. Typically where there's not a lot of outside pressure from competition, so they kind of define the world themselves. Or if you're in a tech company, for example, you tend to have a lot of these guys. They like numbers, they like data, they like all that stuff, and they don't really care about the strategy because they're kind of here and now and the product and all that stuff. So, but you want this to be balanced so you can implement. So you get the balance, then you can implement. And depending on if you're in this high on your own strategy, not too much competition on the outside, and a very social oriented culture, if you start bombarding them with facts, you will scare them and you will be a threat. And that's not a very good position if you want to take them on a journey and create something together. So you need to have some sort of an idea of what are the power structures in their head that you need to understand to talk to them in a good way. So use a map similar to this, or use something that you make sure that you answer this question: what is the best way when I start a new job to understand how to get around? Good luck.